This is example number 2 of solving systems by graphing. So if we remind ourselves of our steps that we just wrote down, the first step is to get both equations into y equals mx plus b. Well, if I look at the first equation, the y is not by itself. So what I need to do is isolate the y and move everything away from the y. That means I need to subtract x. So I have 2y equals negative x plus 8. I'm putting the x in the front because then it'll look like y equals x plus b. And then I still have to get the y by itself, so I need to divide each part by 2. So that means my new equation is y equals negative, and I'm going to add a 1 over 2x plus 8 divided by 2 is 4. So there's the first equation in y equals mx plus b. I need to do that again with the second equation. So x minus y equals 2. So again, I need to isolate the y, get it by itself. So I need to subtract over the x. Negative y equals negative x plus 2. And remember, when there's no number, there's an imaginary 1. So we can add those so it's easier. So I still have to get the y by itself. So I need to divide each part by negative 1. Then I can cancel those so I get y by itself. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is just 1x. Positive 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. So now I have my green equation that looks like y equals x plus b, and my pink equation that looks like y equals mx plus b. So step 1 is done. Step 2 says graph each line. So my green, my m is negative 1 over 2, and my b is 4. Okay, I'll write that down here in case you want to write it down. So my m is negative 1 over 2, b is 4. That means I go to the y-axis. Here's the y at 4, positive. There's my y-intercept. And it means I can go down 1 and write 2 because 1 is negative, 2 is positive. And then I can connect with arrows at the end of my line. Now I'll do the same with my pink equation. So my m is 1 over 1, and my b is negative 2. So now I'm starting at negative 2 on the y. So I go down 2, put a point, and I'm going up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. I got to the point they cross. I'm going to circle it, up 1, right 1. Now remember, I can also go down and left. So you can do that if you want to extend your line all the way. And then connect. Okay, so step 2 is completed. So now we just have to name that solution as a point. So I'm going to name where they intersect. So I already circled it. So the solution here is x is 1, 2, 3, 4, comma, 1, 2, up. So my solution is 4, comma,